within the temple. The command is therefore calling for collaborative efforts from all well-spirited groups and organizations to make a meaningful differences in the lives of the less privileged, fostering a safer and more compassionate society for all. Analyst says the FCT minister did not insult the former governor of Rivers State, Dr. Peter Odili, and should not apologize to him. Speaking on Atn Television Network program Open Conversation, George Chinda alleged that it is Dr. Peter Odili that is converting Rivers resources into his personal estate.
You cannot accuse a man of trying to, convert the state to his personal property when you, on the other hand, is the one making efforts in doing so. An appointment, if we can say there was an appointment, because he was very close. He was at the center of it all, and in government they give patronages to who they want. If they have perceived someone from Odili's family, not the daughter, to take up a commissionership slot from Onega, Oboebo Mandoni local government area, and someone was perceived only for Odili as someone who was also close. And
Mr. Chinda also said one person cannot own the resources of Rivers State.
To corner the resources of the state to himself. Can one person, that's the question, can one person and his cronies corner the entire resources of the state to themselves? It's not possible. Look at what the man has done in the past 8 years that he reigned as governor of Rivers State. Those things was done with the resources of the state. Sometimes we even the media, I want to accuse them of not doing the rightful thing sometimes. There are ways you can carry out some kind of investigation to know how much came into Rivers State from when Wike became governor to when he left. What are the projects and programs that he did? How much did it cost? Then from there you can know whether it was possible for him to have converted the asset of the state to his personal use and all of that.
This is coming after the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyaso Wike, said he owns no apology to former governor of Rivers State, Peter Odili. Deputy Governor of Delta State, Monday Onyeme, has visited the scene of the tanker explosion in Abo, promising the government support for those affected by the incident. At least 5 persons died and properties were destroyed when a tanker carrying petrol lost control and burst into flames on Sunday afternoon. Hours after the incident, Onyeme visited the scene of the explosion for a first-hand assessment of the level of damage. During the visit, the deputy governor described the incident as unfortunate and commiserated with the victims. He, however, said the Delta State government will compensate those affected and carry out remedial works on the damaged area. He thanks the public and emergency responders for their efforts to put out the inferno. The deputy governor also visited the family of one of the victims of the explosion, Deborah Adombo, to commiserate them over the deadly inferno which has left the community in shock. 2 persons have been reported dead after the tanker laden with diesel exploded at Abo, Ika South local government area of Delta State. The Delta State Police Command, led by CP Olufemi Abaniwonda, through the office of the Police Public Relations Officer SP Bright Edefe, confirmed the deaths of 2 persons in the incident in a statement made available to newsmen. Edefe noted that the tanker was laden with diesel and not fuel, as was widely reported by some section of the media. Our correspondents report that a man and a woman lost their lives in the incident. Police authorities have arrested the suspected killer of a cop in Delta State and also dismantled a child trafficking syndicate in Plateau State. The divisional police officer of Abaho Division in Delta State, Hassan Jega, was killed on October 14, 2024 in a gun battle which he and his team tried to foil a robbery operation in the area. But in a statement, the spokesperson of the Nigerian Police Force, Muyiwa Adejobi, said operatives of the FIDRT arrested the suspect, Ogaga Dixon, who is a member of a notorious armed robbery syndicate responsible for the death of the DPO. Meanwhile, police operatives have also arrested members of a child trafficking syndicate in Plateau State. The police spokesperson identified the leader of the syndicate as Pastor Dio Bernard. He said, in line with the police drive to mob up illicit arms and ammunition in circulation, operatives of the FID Cross River State Governor Basi Otu has approved the immediate suspension of Chief Okun Achibong, the village Utan, along with his council members. A statement signed by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor to go about their normal activities and cease all dealings with the suspended village head and his council. At least bloodletting has not been disclosed as of Monday, when a confirmation of the casualties was made. There have always been intermediate boundary clashes between the neighboring communities, leaving scores of deaths in the last 10 years. In the last 6 months, this would be the second time that the Ukwa community has been invaded, according to natives. Meanwhile, the abuse